me, I'm Mario, and this is Luigi, and this is the WBC.
Esperando en represente, baja por las noches, me arrullacho inconsciente en mi vientre. Los segundos pasados, cargados, tatuados en mi espalda, empapados, aunados a espasmos de llanto y de risa. He andado sin pausa, sin prisa, así de lento el momento y no termina así de lento, cruzando entre las espinas. Dime qué se siente, dime qué se siente, dime qué se siente el sudor en la frente. Dime qué se siente, dime si presientes, dime qué se siente el sudor en la frente. Sí, señor. Sí, señor. Sí, señor. Reveal to me the mysteries. Can you tell me what it means? Explain these motions and metaphors. Unlock these secrets in me. Describe the vision, the meaning is missing. Oh, anybody listen? Define the riddles of my mind. Nothing is really what it seems. Dreaming of Zion away, sleeping away. Dreaming of Zion away, can't stop sleeping away. Do you see what I see? Yeah, you hear what I hear? Do you feel what I feel? Can't stop sleeping away. Do you see what I see? Yeah, you hear what I hear? Do you feel like I feel? Can't stop sleeping. Can you see it? The writing. Can you tell me what it means? Translate the symbols, enigma. Expressions keep questioning me. The message is written, the meaning is missing. Oh, anybody listen?
What's up, Warriors? 2003 was full of a lot of headlines last year, but I'm going to show you a couple of the top news stories that happened last year in 2003. Take a look. The U.S. war in Iraq. The capture of Saddam Hussein. Child molestation charges were filed against Michael Jackson. SARS, or Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome, broke out across Asia and Canada. Criminal charges were filed against Kobe Bryant on sexual assault. The Space Shuttle Columbia broke apart upon re-entry into Texas. Every year brings on new challenges. We at WBC hope that 2004 will bring challenges that each and every one can grow on.
As we pass on to 2004, 2003 had its bleak moments. Some of those moments were when we lost some of our best actors and screenwriters and singers in the entertainment business. So here's a look back at some of the people we lost over the year.
It's been too long and I'm lost without you. What am I gonna do? Said I've been needing you. So needing you. Who's been with you? Is your heart still mine? I wanna cry sometime. I miss you.
Where Luigi go?
For many years, men and women have fought for our country. Navy, Air Force, Army, Marines, and Coast Guards all have took parts towards the freedom and safety of our nation. They have helped us, so what can we do to help them? Believe it or not, there are some servicemen and women who do not get any mail. So, we at WBC challenge you to take the time out and let these servicemen and women know how much you appreciate their services. Let them know before it's too late.
To the question at hand, like years of pain gone away in a single day. There's nothing that compares to the way you make me feel inside, and I'm so glad you're mine.
Where did Mario go?
Born yesterday, 75 years ago in Atlanta, Georgia, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. graduated from Booker T. Washington High School at the age of 15. He then furthered his education at Morehouse College and Boston University, where he received a PhD in theology. In 1951, King graduated from Crozer Theological Seminary. On June 8, 1953, he married a captivating young woman by the name of Coretta Scott. Some of his many accomplishments were speaking about voting rights, publishing a book called Strive Toward Freedom in 1958, protesting against segregation, traveling to India in 1959, and being awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. But Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is most remembered for his I Have a Dream speech in Washington, D.C., where he spoke to a crowd of over 250,000 people. On April 4, 1968, King was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee, on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel.
We, through our struggles, through our suffering, through our sacrifice, will be able to achieve the American dream. This will be the day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, and God Almighty, we are free at last.
I believe Martin Luther King Jr. Day is important because Martin Luther King Jr. was a great man, and he helped integration, and he broke the mold to get society to function as one, and regardless of color or race or where you've been and all that stuff. So I think it's a good day to celebrate his honor, because he did change our civilization a lot.
Alex Warren, GP correspondent for the WBC.
Renovations are soon to come forth at Grand Prairie's Gopher Bowl Stadium. The stadium will be new and improved by the upcoming 2004-2005 football season. The renovations will add a state-of-the-art press box and concession, new and improved bathrooms and ticket booth area. Here is Coach David Fisher with more details on the Gopher Bowl renovation.
Do almost $4 million worth of renovations there. Some of it was already done last year. We got the new surface, the field turf, the fake grass that we're actually playing on. We got new lights, and we got our locker rooms remodeled. So that was a great start. And then this year in the off season, they're going to come in and build a new entryway, a new home restroom and concession, a new visitor restroom and concession, and then also a new press box. So we're very excited about the renovations at the Bowl because it's been a long time overdue. The stadium was built back in the 50s, and there hasn't been much extensive work done since then. There's a little paint here and there, so it was well overdue, and we're very excited, and we're also grateful to the community who helped us pass the bond so we could have the money to be able to renovate it.
Most are excited about the physical change of the stadium, but how about considering changing the name of the stadium as well?
Again, I think it is time for a name change to something like the Bowl or the Prairie Bowl. Any of those things would be very good. Anytime you have two schools sharing a stadium, I don't think it should be named after the other school. I understand how it's got its name, but I think this is a perfect time to have the name change due to the fact that the entire entry is going to be redone, the sign's going to have to be erected, and it would be a perfect time to have it say the Bowl or just the Prairie Bowl. So I'm working politically as we speak to try to get some of that done, talking to a lot of people in the community. I understand on the north side of town they like to keep it the Gopher Bowl, but at the same time it serves the south side of town as well. Most of the growth right now currently is in the south side of town, and so trying to rally some support to get that done, and maybe we'll get it pulled off for next year.
Good. I think it's for the right to change the stadium because change the name and everything, because the Prairie Bowl, that's good because we're part of the bowl, and it's not good for them to be called the Gophers. So I think it's all good to change the stadium name.
For more insight on the project, I had a phone interview with Athletic Director Fred Clausen.
Well, basically, the Gopher Bowl as it was constructed in the 1950s, so it was old. A lot of the facilities were getting more and more run down, and also with more and more people moving into the district, with bigger and bigger crowds, and the press box and the restrooms really weren't adequate to handle the crowd. And also some things that were considered are bringing it in compliance with handicap code. Scheduled completion date, or the target completion date, is about the 5th or 6th of July.
Thanks for watching WBC. Bye!